Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, well, on the next little thing, is the evil defeated one day.
A little louder.
And on the next couple slides is you have your seed being evil will be defeated one day. The question that a atheist, whatever it would say, is why is he waiting? Why hasn't he done it already? If he can, he will.
Well, I separated that, remember, into two things because it's pretty clear that what Christ did not yet do away with all evil in the world. That's not yet been completed. And from a biblical standpoint, he has two comings, one for the cross and one for the crown. And it won't be until he comes back where he actually does away with all evil by separating good and evil, the wheat and the tares, and punishing evil and rewarding good in heaven. So I think it's really common sense and Scripture tell us that evil may have been officially defeated by what Christ did, but it's not been actually done away with yet. If it has, then we are already living in the best of all possible worlds, and my response to that is, like Candide. Read Candide. If you've ever read Candide, it's a satire on Leibniz' best of all possible worlds. Voltaire, and all these incredible things happen. He said, "Oh, but this is the best of all possible worlds." He just rubs it in to say that this world, as it now is the best of all possible worlds. I mean, I can improve it. One less lie, one less rape, one less murder. Tomorrow would make it a better world, right? So it's clearly not the best of all possible worlds. But according to the Bible and according to human expectation, there is coming a world that is the best of all possible worlds, and that's when evil is banished, evil is separated from good. God says, "Thy will be done, thy will be done." Everybody is happy because I don't have any more evil to frustrate my good desires. The evil people don't have any more good to frustrate their evil desires, and everybody has it according to their will. Yes, way in the back.
I would say that there's a separation between the official defeat of evil and the actual defeat of evil.
Biblically, there's a separation between the first and second coming. Historically and biblically, the first coming, Christ did come, die, and rise from the dead, so clearly he defeated evil in some sense. In the passage in Colossians 2 and Hebrews 2, he defeated death, he defeated the devil, but also clearly it's not completely defeated because people are still dying, so that won't be taken care of until the final resurrection when everybody's resurrected, and that hasn't happened. And there hasn't been any separation of good from evil. There hasn't been any getting evil out of my face and getting good out of their face. It hasn't happened yet, either biblically or experientially. Yeah.
So when the separation of good and evil happens after the second coming, at that point, will there be in heaven the opportunity for people to, I guess, claim their own will and manifest evil?
No. And there's good biblical and logical reasons for that. The biblical reasons are clear. It's appointed unto man once to die, and after this the judgment. There's a great gulf fixed between the two. There's no evidence anyone can pass from one side to the other. Just think about it. What is it that keeps people in their path now? What keeps evil people in doing evil, and what is it that frustrates them? What frustrates them is light frustrates darkness. What's going to happen when there's no more light and they're in total darkness? They're going to want even less to do good. When there's no more common grace or special grace, no more Christians witnessing, no more Bible, they're being heard, no more salt and light in society. So once all of those good things are taken out of the way that are frustrating evil people from doing evil, and they're unhampered whatsoever by any good, then they're going to want to do evil even more so than they do now. And likewise for good people. What frustrates me? Spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. What's going to happen? Well, when I get rid of the flesh, the old nature, the tendency to evil, then the good can reign in my life, and the good can come forward, and I'll not be hampered by the evil. Yes.
I think I'm going back to the nature of evil, the first part that you talked about, where you said that God gave us a free will, and then later you said that you can't renege on what they've given us.
Right.
And so I feel like when we're in heaven after the second coming, then there's this opportunity, there's still free will there. And so can we not at that point will our own will, choose our own will?
Good question. No, evil, heaven is to earth what marriage is to courtship. You've got a time to make up your mind, but once you say, I'm talking about Christian biblical marriage now, not till the next fight do we part, or till death do we part. Once you say, and forsaking all others, I cling only to you the rest of my life, you made your choice. Now, what happened when I got married, 57 years ago, by the way, I was 5. What happened when I got married is it separated me from every other woman in the world. My dating life just came to a screeching halt. No one's ever called me again. Of course, nobody called me before either, but nobody's ever called me again. Why? Because I made a decision. I want to be with her till death do us part. And God rewarded my decision by the bonds of marriage. Heaven will be the eternal reward of the decision we make here. It'll be rewarded by the bonds of being brought together, God, and then being separated from evil. Now here's the trick. The highest kind of freedom is not the freedom to do evil. It's the freedom from evil. We have the freedom to do evil, to choose whether we want to get the freedom from evil. That's the freedom that God has. God has freedom, but he doesn't have the freedom to do evil. It's impossible for God to lie. Hebrews 6:18, God who cannot lie, Titus 1:2, and so forth. So just as God has freedom, but it's freedom from evil, when we get to heaven, we're going to have freedom. The highest freedom possible, just like God's. Freedom from doing all evil, not the freedom to do evil. Yeah, so here.
So way back when before humanity, we had angels and Lucifer was there. Back then there was no evil and any of that. Was Lucifer back then free from evil or not really?
Okay, way back when, before Adam and Eve were created, when there was just angels created, Lucifer hadn't yet sinned. When you had the good God, good environment, good angels, he had the freedom to do evil, but he hadn't yet exercised it. As soon as he exercised that freedom, he was solidified in that. Now, that's a tougher question, a little longer, but to answer, because angels by their nature can't change. That's why the minute they make their decision, it's over. It's like death to us. We have a lifetime to make a decision. They have an instant to make a decision. And once he made his decision, he was solidified in that forever, permanently.
So after Christ's second coming, we do not have that option.
We do not have, because once you see an infinite good, it's like Plato, who had the agathos, the good in his system, and the good was, if you came out of the cave and you saw the good, once you see the good, the sun, you'll never want to turn back again. Once you see an infinite good, it's called the beatific vision, you'll never want to turn from it. It would be like the most beautiful painting you ever saw. You'd just be kind of stupefied with the beauty, hypnotized by it. We'll be hypnotized by the absolute good that we chose to see. Now we see through a glass darkly, then face to face. Now we know in part, but then we'll know even as we are known. His servant shall see his face. Remember, Moses couldn't see his face, because once you see the face of God, the beatific vision directly, an infinite good, then you're incapable of doing evil from that point on.